Hi guys, welcome to another video from Jesse Farms, and in this video I want to talk about risk management. A lot of people fear farming, mainly poultry farming, but there's a trick I can give you on how to manage the risks on your farm. The first trick I'm going to give is don't have a lot of chicken in one batch. How I managed to do that is I started off with 500 birds, yet I could manage to have 1,000 birds in the first go. But what I did is I started off with 500 birds, which are here. You can see them behind me. These ones, this side here. These are 500 birds I started off with, but I could manage to go with 1,000. But this batch is my oldest batch. Started with 500 birds. What I want to tell you is make sure you split the risk. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, because if I sign up with 1,000 birds in one go, maybe I would have a lot of problems with them. Maybe I wouldn't go through. In case this batch wasn't good, I would have lost 1,000 birds in one go. So this batch is 500 birds. I started with these ones. I made sure I split my risk with 500 birds. Then after a few months, when this batch started laying and I saw it was good, that's when I decided to bring another 500. The one you see this side. It was after me being sure that this was good and okay, then I brought in another 500. That way I'm splitting my risk. So in case there was a problem, probably in the hatchery, probably they skipped something from day one, and I had brought in 1,000 in one batch, all these, I would lose them. That means I have this and I have this. Not only that, after some time I brought in another batch. That way, in case there's a sickness in these ones, in case there's a sickness in these ones, I can be able to stay in production with another batch. So this one is my third batch. These ones have been laying for right now about 3-4 months right now, and their egg laying percentage is so far good. What am I trying to tell you? I have 2 chicken houses. One house has 1,000. This is also 1,000. But in the other first 1,000, I first brought in 500, and then I brought in another 500. Why? Because I didn't want to put all my eggs in one basket. In case one doesn't work out, the other will work out for me. And also, to manage my risk, I made sure I didn't build one big long house. So in case I get an attack, a disease outbreak in the other side, at least I have this other side to keep me up. This other chicken will support me. This other chicken will keep me in production. In case there's a disease, in case there's something wrong with the other side or the other breed. Also, I made sure I don't bring in the same breed. I don't get from one same supplier of chicks. I get from different suppliers, the ones that are recommendable, the ones that everyone talks of having the best chicks. I don't get from one. I get from this side, I get from the other side. I weigh my options and see which ones have the best breeds. Also, don't bring in very many birds one time. This is something for mainly starters. Don't bring in many birds at one time. Bring in several birds from different batches, also from different hatcheries. Don't get from the same hatchery. Get 5,000 birds in case they're all wrong. I've seen someone who's ever made that mistake and lost a lot of money in the process. Started with 2,000 birds. They are terrible, and then you'll start seeing how people are losing a lot of money in poultry with doing these little mistakes. Even if you have all the money in the world, do different batches, different suppliers, weigh your options. In case the other one doesn't work out, this one will. In case the other one demotivates you to stop, this one will motivate you too. And then for the big, not big, but the medium farmers who've been there for a while, make sure after you've settled your farm properly, don't do only poultry, guys. You add in some other things on your farm. You can do goat farming. You can do piggery, you can do cattle, do any other thing to sustain your farm. In case things are terrible in the poultry sector, the other sector will support your farm. In case you have maybe cows, you have goats, and things are terrible, the food prices are very high, the egg market is very low, you don't have to sell your eggs at a very low price just because things are not moving on well. What you could do alternatively is, in case you invested your money in some other projects on your farm, you can sell off a pig, maybe a goat or a cow from your farm, and then you keep on feeding your chicken very well, and you go through that terrible time, because those times will always be there. It won't be smooth through the year. There will be times like right now in Uganda, right now in March, we're in Ramadan, so things are a bit low. Since our Muslim brothers are fasting, the market is kind of not as good as it was before. So, but I know it takes around 3 weeks. So I will move 2 weeks, 2 more weeks to go, and then the prices will be okay. But I won't be forced to sell my eggs cheaply just because the prices are very late. Rather than I can keep them for those 2 weeks. I can wait for the 2 weeks to get done, and then the prices will go back up. But why? Because I make sure I split my risk. I didn't get all my money and put it in egg production. I also do piggery. As well on my farm. So when things are bad here, I'll look the other side. When things get bad the other side, I'll come back and look this side. That's the best way you can manage your risk. And I did this subconsciously from day one until I saw some very big influential farmer in Uganda, one of the biggest. I follow them for motivation. I learned from them, Mr. Mohammed Kachika, talking about how risk management. Don't put all your eggs. And then I was like, wow, I can't believe I've been doing this for a while without knowing it. But then it was good confirming that what I'm doing is good. And also wanted to share it with you guys. Don't do one big batch. If you can manage 200 birds, bring 100 first. Let them go through. Let them start playing. Bring another 100. Bring you're trying to grow your farm, then move to 200. Just like that. Don't bring a lot of birds at your go. My first batch I've shown you the other side was 500. So far it has laid for about 1 year and around 5 months. Because it started laying long time. It was the first batch I've had. Then I brought in the second after the first started laying. After I've gone through, then I brought in this one last year August. Now it is also laying. So I'm planning to bring in another batch. So that first of all I want to keep in production. So when I'm laying off the other ones, these ones are laying. Also, I don't want to put all of my money in one project. You get? I want to put all my eggs in one basket. I want to make sure I split my risk. So that in case these ones fail me, the other batch will support me. That's what makes some farmers go out of business. They're bringing a lot of chicken, one batch, and they're looking at that batch. And then one small mistake, probably in immunization, they takes away all the birds. Because this is a high-risk business, you also know that. One small mistake takes away all the batch, and you lose one entire batch, and then you're back to zero, you're depressed. And then you hear people saying, don't talk about poultry farming, I can even slap you from here. Because I've heard people say, if you talk about poultry farming in front of me, I can even beat you up. But you know why they say that? It's because they didn't manage their risk from day one. This is a risky business. How are you going to manage that? Split your batches. Split your batches. When you're done with that, invest in other things on your farm. Make sure it's not entirely poultry. You don't have to do the other ones on a very big scale as you want poultry, but make sure you have somewhere you've kept some of your money for cases where things can go bad, for cases where the market price is not good, for cases where the costs of feed are very high. You get? That's why I decided to add in piggery. As you can see, I do piggery as well on my farm. But with the pigs, I know, because things are hard, I'll just call off some guy. They come and sell off 3 pigs. I buy figs for my chicken. Because the chicken don't want to know if the market is how. They have to be fed the same way. Same feed, quality feeds. Water must be available and the quality feeds have to be available. For them, you don't have to explain to them that, now, prices are high, we are going to first do this. Then the moment things become terrible, they also give you bad results. So, guys, make sure you split your risk. Don't put all your money in one thing. This doesn't apply to only poultry farmers. Even if you're a goat farmer, you are whatever you do, don't take on one big batch at a go. When if you do cattle, you do piggery, you do goat farming, make sure, like the gentleman gave you an example, he does cattle farming. He has different farms in different places. In case he gets an attack here, it won't affect the other farm the other side. That's how those guys stay in business. So me, that's also what I do. I make sure I split my risk. I have chicken here, I have chicken the other side. I don't put all my chicken in one same house. I have 2 guys who take care of them. The one who works in this one doesn't work in the other one. Each one knows which chicken house in which to work. That's why I'm managing my risk. So that is what I wanted to tell you guys. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, share to a friend, share to a lot of people fear poultry farming. But it's a good business. I've seen people build mansions. I've seen people do a lot of things within this project. So share it to a friend on how to manage risk. It's very important to know how to manage your risk while doing this business. Thank you for watching. Follow, like, subscribe. We remain Jesse Farms and we shall continue giving you these videos. Bye bye.